Taoiseach, your statement of strategy makes several commitments to supporting those affected by COVID-19 and assisting in their economic recovery and in allowing them to plan for the post-COVID future. Now, one of the groups that I have raised repeatedly with you, who have a very uncertain future and have been massively impacted adversely by COVID-19 and continue to be so, are the taxi drivers. And they wrote to you again last week after Eamon Ryan's announcement of a so-called package of support to express their extraordinary disappointment at the failure of the government to meet any of the demands they made. They made 5 very simple demands, Taoiseach, to save their industry and their livelihoods. That there would be a financial package to cover their ongoing costs, that there would be a moratorium on future licences, critically, that there would be a significant extension on the 9-year replacement of the vehicle to about 15 years, given the loss of income and the huge debts that they would have to incur in a very uncertain situation on trying to finance new vehicles, and that you would disband the Taxi Advisory Committee, which they feel is unrepresentative of the taxi drivers, and provide access to bus corridors. None of those demands were met, and your specific commitment when you met the 4 taxi groups who organised the recent protest that you would get back to them on their demands, you didn't do so.
Thank you,
so
Deputy.
we get an announcement, but no response from you, and none of their demands met. It is really not acceptable.
The time is up.
Deputy Boyd Barrett raised the taxis. Again, I'd have to say, I don't think that's fair, what you've said, through the Chair. I think there was a package announced last week which dealt with some of the issues that was raised with me in a meeting. The moratorium to extension to 15 years wasn't, as far as I can see, in terms of the extension of licensing to 15 years, or sorry, the renewal of vehicles. I think people want an extension, but 15 years is a bit higher now than
10 to 15.
Well, you see, yeah, but 15 wasn't mentioned. Look, I stand to be corrected now, but I think 15 was identified at the meeting. In terms of the access to bus lanes, that's agreed. I'll come back on numerous occasions to double check. And the delegation asked me in the context of Bus Connects, and Minister Ryan was clear that they will have access on the arterial routes within Bus Connects, because those questions were asked. There is a reluctance within the department around the moratorium on licences, but there was elements to that package last week which will help financially. They will help financially.
Poultry.
In addition to supports that are already
Taoiseach,
there.
we're way over time, sorry now, just to conclude.